I got her. Yikes. Oh, let me check and see. Settings. Audio. Okay. Yeah, it's on there. I am working on a project, personal project. So I decided to come on and say, hey, how did I start this one? That's how I started it. Hi, Joyce Ricketts. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Annette. Hey, T. Johnson. Hey, Lakeisha. I was it's almost time for me to pack up orders, but I have a personal project that I'm working on. So what did I do with the lid? Oh my gosh. So I am coming on the bling with y'all because I'm blinging, but I'm blinging with glue. And I need my lid, and I don't set my lid down somewhere. What did I say? Oh, here it is. How did it get over there? Okay. Let's see, everyone. Hey, golly, it's a lot. Hi, everybody. I was feeling cute. Feeling cute. Might go live. Yeah, feeling cute. Might go live. Yep. I got my hat today, so I'm feeling cute, looking cute. So I said I'm gonna come on, and even though the Mister don't know it, he gonna be like, "Look, fam, I was bored. Not bored, but I didn't get to come on Sunday. We had a nice, relaxing. I just chilled out, played my video game, and just did nothing. To be really transparent with y'all, I didn't do much of anything. I'm trying to think, did I make one of these? And I'll show you what I'm working on here in a minute. Um, but it's a personal project that I'm doing for myself, and I wanted to see how it would turn out. And y'all, it's gonna turn out so cute. So I'm thinking about sharing it to that community over there. And then I need to get into Delonda's Facebook group and do the giveaway for those hats, the ones that I have left, because the yellow one has been sent out to its owner. And I have mine. This one. Super cute. And then going from there. I hope everybody's doing good today. How are y'all today? Missed y'all Sunday. Even though I was straight chilling. It's been a rough 5 days anyway. Let's see. Hello to everyone. New comments. You can watch something while you on lunch. You're welcome. Hey Donzel. Yeah, I'm chilling. Jamie, I've been missing you. What's for lunch? Oof. Nothing right now. Not a thing. Not at lunch. At working. Actually clicked on this by accident. Well, welcome by accident. I appreciate you coming in by accident. I know, long time no live. Hey, Anointed Song. Hey, Shonda Smalls with us. Hey, everybody. I'm chilling. Let me show y'all. Well, hey, Angel B. I'm gonna show y'all what I've been working on. And I'm actually going to see about trying the flatback version of the Icy Stones so that I can do this project better. Okay, so and I need a camera that I can point right here, but at the same time, if I point the camera right here, y'all would see the whole hot food mess of a desk that I have, that y'all would be like, how can she even type on the keyboard? How can she even find the keyboard? Right? But it is what it is. But I don't have a camera to point down to show you what I'm doing. But as many of y'all know, I sneaking while you working. Oh no, Jamie, I hope you get to feeling better, my dear. Yikes. I hope you feel better. Sorry you don't feel that good. Hey Francine. Um, Lady Bear in the bushes too. Welcome in the bushes from the bushes. I as many of y'all know, back in August, um, they well actually a little bit after August, because in August was when I was in the hospital, but they diagnosed me with diabetes. Type 1. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm lying. I was already diagnosed with diabetes. I've been diabetic for some years now, but they switched it from type 2 to type 1. So in switching over to type 1, I now wear an insulin pump 24/7, so that it gives me insulin all day, every day, so that I don't go high on my because my pancreas crapped out. I killed my own pancreas. So at any rate, this is the insulin pump that I have to wear. It's not that big, it's very small. And they make decals to go on here so that you can make super cute little designs for your pump or your, like, I also wear a sensor. I used to do, many of y'all know the Freestyle Libre. I'm on the Dexcom. Excuse me, but they have, cute little stickers that you can do and put on your stuff, right? So in looking up stickers, I saw somebody bling one. Well, they didn't bling this. They blinged a cover to go on top, right? So I was like, I should be able to bling anything and make a sticker. And in doing so, I'm gonna show you this is the process of a overly creative brain, right? So just for practice and for funsies, I made stickers, like decals, to go on them, because of course in a lot of our community, there's folks that just give files, and then you can find files on Etsy. Well, I found a file on Etsy where it was, let me see if I got this is a big represent. It's oversized because they didn't size it. And I didn't think to, well, here's one that's resized. Here's one that's resized. So I was just being facetious because it costs so much to be diabetic. So I put the face of the $100 bill on there. And this is what it looks like, right? And I put it print and cut. So I printed it and I cut this outline and I used it to put on one of the sensors, right? So this is one that's been used. It's dead. It doesn't work anymore. And so because I have to change them every 3 days. So I got tons sitting here on the desk, quite a few on the desk. So, but it doesn't, see how it's not like fitting is what, and then I trimmed this because I was like, okay, well, they got information on here that I'm sure somebody would need if they needed to get that information. So I didn't cover that. And then there's the little window right here up front. So you don't cover that, but I don't like the way it fit. I didn't like the way it fit. And I'm not good at modeling, like taking an object and creating a perfect fit for it as far as like a sticker and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the sticker, because I was gonna, if this worked with the sticker, I was gonna use Bling Anything and cut the Bling Anything and bling that to make stickers to go on here, because the only Bling Omnipod that I saw was a crystal blinged out Omnipod cover. I think it's a cover. And so in doing so, I didn't like the sticker, so I kicked that idea to the curb. They do have, I never knew they have files for putting stickers on the pod. I knew there were ones for kids you can buy from third-party companies that sell the pod. Yes, that's what this is. That's what this is. So, and there are tons of stickers out there, some of everything to go on them. And then there's this type of sticker that is out there on Etsy, but as you see, it just covers the top surface. Because it's so many curves, it makes it difficult to create a perfect fit for a sticker to go all the way over the whole thing. And there's one young girl who she actually uses acrylic markers and she draws on hers. But the thing is, she draws on it like I can't draw. Like if I wanted to sell it, for instance, I can't draw on this. Well, I probably could, but I don't. How can you trust someone to draw on this and then send it when this is not inexpensive, right? Well, I have a 3D printer and I found a 3D printed cover. And I've used covers before, but I was like, what if I blinged out a cover? So let me find a 3D printed one and bling it out. Y'all, oh my God. Fabric I thought would be a good idea too, Enduring Heart. Y'all, okay, so this is a cover. Let me show you the first one I did. So I printed it in black, I printed it in yellow, and I printed it in red. And I have, of course, you know, I got purple filament, so I printed it in purple. So the black one, this is the first one I did, and it's the Icy Crystal SS10. Not the best job, but it's the very first one that I did, and it turned out super cute. So when you wear it, it just clips over. Let me do a non-working one. It just clips right over the top of the pod, and you don't feel it any different than the actual pod itself. There's my little pod. This part is up against my skin, but this is the outside, and it clips super secure. As you see, it ain't coming off easily. Matter of fact, to take it off of here, I actually chipped off some of the stones, 2 of the stones right there, trying to wedge this thing off of these pods. But it does come off. See, all you gotta do is kind of like, but if it's on you while you're wearing it, it's a lot harder to take it off, because the way the pod works, if you're familiar with Freestyle Libre or the Dexcom, this white all the way around it, this whole thing is adhesive. So I peeled this off to expose the adhesive and stick it to my skin, whether it be the back of my arm or whether it be, I wear mine on my tummy, on my stomach, you know, and then you activate it after, because you got to put the insulin in it first, and then you activate it, and then after you activate it, it injects a little not a needle, but it's a plastic needle. I don't know what you would call it. Jamie probably knows what you would call it. I don't know what you call it, but it injects into your skin and it stays there for the 3 days. And the adhesive is excellent. Like, I don't have any issues with mine coming off, but just like with my sensor, you can bump these suckers off. You can rip them off. So like if you bump into the wrong thing, it'll come off, and there you done wasted, even though it lasts 3 days, but you done wasted, and this ain't inexpensive, right? So once you wear it, you can try and pry that cover off, and it could pull it off of you. So that's the downside. You got to be careful with these covers. But what I did was I put the cover on, I just left it on, I didn't take it off, so that I wouldn't have that issue. But anyways, so the black one, this is the first one, like I said, that I made, and you can get it to come off. And so this is the black one. Huh. I'll call you back. Where are you calling me? My foot doctor. And this is, I made which one did I do first? I did this one. Look at the yellow, y'all. Look at that dang on icy daffodil. Yes, it's like the bling cover. Because when I showed this to somebody, and it was like, oh, that's for the AirPod. No, it ain't for the AirPod, but it's for the Omnipod. But this one, that yellow, is so super pretty. You know, you busy when the phone ringing. That was my foot doctor. That wasn't money. I wish it was. That's somebody wanting me to spend money and keep my feet healthy. But it is time for my diabetic foot exam, so I can't be mad. But that's the yellow one. All right, and then here is, well, I can show it without the pod. Here's a red one. Look at that red. This is icy crimson. Y'all, look at this. Look. Somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Icy Crimson. Vanessa, I just took off that heart monitor. I just had it on for a month and they was like, oh, we saw what the problem was, but you just got to live with it. And I'm like, really? I mean, like, really? So, yeah, no, I'm tripping off of that. But yeah, I just took that off. Yes, these are the icy colors. So the icy is like bling on steroids. So these are hot fix though. These are the hot fix colors. And so I just ordered some flat back, just a small, like 10 gross of the flat back, so that I can try to do these with the flat back and see if it's a difference or whatever. Because like this doesn't go in the dryer. This doesn't, we're not supposed to wear, if I'm remembering, let me shut this thing up. Sorry, y'all. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm not supposed to wear my Omnipod in like the sauna or what do you call it thing? Jacuzzi, which I can't go in the jacuzzi anyway. Because of my immune system, I get infections super quickly, super easily. So I can't use a jacuzzi. But if I'm remembering correctly, you're not supposed to use it in a jacuzzi. So I don't have to worry about heat per se with this, unless like you laying out on the beach in the sun. And even then, I don't know that it would affect this like that, but you just pop the cover on and off and you look super good. Now, of course, well, on the back of the arm, for those that would be seen. Me on my stomach, it won't be seen. Not necessarily. So there's that. So that's what I've been working on. And so y'all look, I'm doing but this, I don't have no extremely high heat water. Okay. So this is, I'm using Violet Ice because I don't have a icy in the purple yet. So I'm using Violet Ice for now. And that's what I'm working on. So I'm blinging this out, and I wasn't sure how that Violet Ice would look on this purple, since the purple is a little bit darker. But y'all, oh, it's turning out super, 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 super cute. So I'm excited about my little Omnipod collection. So I'm just trying to figure out. I have all kind of colors of filament. So I'm going to make more colors as time goes on. But for right now, I'm trying to, and I meant to time it to see how long it takes me to do this. Because I was on the phone with a really good friend, my bestie from high school, and we were on the phone 3 hours. But it didn't take me 3 hours. I was on the phone with her for like an hour before we started talking. And an hour later, I was done with the red one. So I don't know how long it's going to take, but that's what I've been working with. So let me read y'all's comments before I start gluing, because the hubby sitting here listening to you. I know, right? No, he's actually on the phone with his son. And so I can get away with stuff. Hey, Jeanette, how are you, honey? Boracua, someone in crafts. Hey, Patrice Williams. Congratulations, Jeanette, on retirement, if I'm understanding you correctly. Hey, Mr. X. Spilling the diversity at lunch, too. Holler. Hey, Willette. Hey, Brandy. Baby Giant Services, LLC. Hey, Sharon Davis. Hello. Beverly Smith. Anointed Song. Annette J. Tracy. Hey, Tracy Murray. Murray Effects. Hey, Lena Doyle. Teresa Chapman. Rondrea Perkins. Hey, Kelly. Neighbor. Hey, Michelle versus Kales. Hello. Letitia Mathis. Hello. Kai to my what's for lunch? Nothing. Annette. Hey, honey. Donzel. Brandy. Good sight. Rosalind McElween. Smirk Creations. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. I was just like, oh, you get ready for a cruise, Smirk Creations? Holler. Everybody going on a cruise with me. I'm trying to figure that out. How that work? I got to find me a cruise somewhere. Knowing I'm scary, don't be wanting to go nowhere. Ever since I started getting I got to get my immune system together. Hey, Bobby. Angelia Barr. Hey, Bear. Francine Townsend. Precious Pieces. Hey, Tayu. Welcome. Time you at work in the bushes too. Hey, Annette Finley. Hey, Kim Molina. Welcome. Yeah, so Jamie, yeah, it's the covers. I'm just girl. Ooh, it's so cute with the bling on it. Even he liked it, and I was like, okay. Don't get too excited, but okay. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Jesse. Hey, DB. Hey, D Smith. Welcome. Hey, Jennifer Hancock. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Shamika. Lunchtime lives. I know, right? It's always a nice surprise. Hey, Gail Designs. Bling a dollar sign on it. Right. Right. As much as these things cost. But it's worth it. And it's funny because oh yeah, Endure. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try fabric. Because as a matter of fact, before I decided that I was gonna go live, I was thinking to myself, if I could use fabric, but would there be a way? I guess resin would be a way to make the fabric permanent, um like this, you know what I'm saying, um where it could be applied and taken off, so to speak. I don't know, but resin should be able to hold the shape, would be one way, I guess. But I was trying to mentally figure out how I could get fabric to where it could be on and off. I don't know. There's something to think about. Hey, Cheryl H. I was looking at my glass dishes the other day. I was my coasters, and I was like, oh, hey, Candy Levy. Hopefully that's correct, Levy. Hey, Valerie Evans. I'm scrolling. Hey, Martha Jordan. Welcome. So many potters find creative ways to do. Yeah, that little girl that did the acrylic paint on her pot, I was like, see, she had one that looked like a sneaker. She had one that looked like an eraser, but you could tell she was young, so it was like young kid looking stuff. It was cute though. It was really cute. You working on a 3D cover as well? Okay. Well, I mean, that's this one works. The only downside to this one, I know I told y'all to stop calling me. The only downside to this 3D print is but it covers it up with the way it's made on the back. But you can, I don't know, let me see. Yeah, you can see it right there. You see how it's kind of like rough on the bottom? It's like it needs to be sanded. And I've never sanded a let me see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it really good on this one. I've never sanded a 3D print before. And I wish there was a way to smooth that out. So I did consider getting my it ain't mine, the other 3D printer that I gave to my son. And it's the resin kind where it goes in and out the resin and it builds on the plate. And I thought about getting that to see if it would print one of these and how it would look. Because it would be smoother, number one. It wouldn't have, the lines and stuff in it. But I don't know. I gotta see. Because he doesn't really use it. So he'll let me borrow it. But yeah, these covers, oh, you're gonna look for it. I'll send it to you, send you the link to the cover. Creative Art by LT. I'll send you the link because it's we need to talk. Holler at me, Jamie. You know the number. You know the number. Give me a call. I'm trying to think what I have to do today. I got those 2 orders I gotta get out. And that's it. Hey, Vanessa Parnell. Ooh, Vanessa Parnell. Girlfriend, a pink one with some green, pink and green on there or something like that. What? Don't play. And then don't play with me and my ideas. Don't play. I'm just saying. And then, you know what? I was going to try and do SS6, y'all. And I looked at these SS10 and how long it was taking me to put these on there. And I was like, you know what? I don't know that I like blinging out stuff like that too. I don't know that I like it that much. So yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not SS6. Cannula. Thank you. Is it cannula? Cannula. Whatever it is, it's not a needle, but it's plastic and it goes in your skin. And that's where the what's the face goes. You thought cannula only went in the nose? Mm-mm. 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 Let's see. I love that crimson. Yeah. Hey, retired crafter 22. Ruby Slipper-esque. I know, Kristen, right? Yeah, for sure. It definitely is. So I want to try it with the candy apple and see how it looks with the candy apple too. I love icy crimson. Yeah, that icy crimson is nice. Hey, Soini. Thank you. Thank y'all. Hey, Stephanie Calloway. I'm doing good. Please hold that red and yellow up together. Sorry, y'all. I'm behind in the chat. Let me set this down where I don't bump them stones. Because I love what's that woman's name? Patrice or Patrice D or Matrice, whatever. She turned me on to this B7000 for ransom. Girl, I loves that. I was using Super Tight, and I like Super Tight too. But I love the fact that this has the little pin that goes down in the tip to keep your tip from getting clogged. That's like gospel. But anyway, that's a whole different story. So yeah, that's the yellow and the red together. Sorry, I'm just now seeing that, Miss Gail. Hey, Fern. Can the cover be removed after 30 days? Yeah, Francine, the cover it pops on and off. The cover, see, here's it's on an Omnipod right now. So you kind of gotta wedge it though. The way the guy made this, see, it pops right off. The way the guy made it is it's a little snug, but that's to make sure it doesn't come off while you're wearing it because our clothes rub up against it and all the whole nine. So it's made to click on and stay in place while you're wearing it. But with some finagling and I'm sure it'll wear down over time. You can easily take it. Like I could wear yellow today and then tomorrow switch and put the crystal one on. You see what I'm saying? To go with my outfits or whatever I would want to do. So yeah, these covers pop on and off. I also thought about doing glitter on one because a lady that I follow, she's into the glitter now, but I don't need nothing else in this house. I swear for God, I don't need nothing else. I just don't. Please make the icy colors available in the buy-in soon. They're in there, Vanessa. They're in there. The icy colors, the only ices that are not in there is the newest ones. Hold on. Let me see. Buy-in. Click on icy. Shop by color. Icy collection. Yep. Lava, mocha. All of them are in there except for the two newest ones. The two newest one is Azalea and a Lagoon. All the rest of the ices are in there. Because the newest one before Azalea and Lagoon was Mocha, and Mocha is in the buy-in. So they're in there. The adhesive would melt, yeah. Hey, Face Smiley. Hey, AC Anita Creations. If I missed you, I apologize. Hey, Marshall. How did your glasses turn out from the 3D machine? Oh, good. They're good. Which 3D? Because like I said, I did print some with the other one. Kai said I've been on a cruise. We do need icy purple. I'm working on it, Marshall. I've been on a cruise, but I was 16 when I went on that cruise. Oof, and it was a hot food mess. I don't even want to talk about it because I'm embarrassed. Hey, Tammy the Bag Lady. It's like some of my not so finest times of my life. Hey, Elvina, welcome. Hey, Leila Nelson. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, I'm glad I showed the glue. I'm glad I showed the glue. Okay, bye, Jamie. Hey, VA. Hey, Anointed Song, Elastic. Elastic would work. Elastic would definitely work. My only thing is that's small, and I know they have small elastic, but ooh, sewing something that small, which we sew small stuff all the time. I don't know, annoying song. I wouldn't know how to make that though. I have to go to work and but you could customize by blinging the user initials. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Miss Vera. Absolutely correct. Try waterproof. That's a good one too, like a shower cap. What's a cover for? Okay, VA. The cover is for my insulin pump. So this is the brand insulin pump that I wear. Um, and it sticks to me, and it has a little plastic needle called a cannula that goes into my skin, and it lasts for 3 days. And over that 3 days, it constantly checks my sugar, and if my sugar is high, it'll give me correction to bring my sugar down of insulin. So that's what this is for. That's what these covers go on. And so I I was making covers to, because there's stickers and stuff like that out there, but I was making different color covers to show folks, um, something they can do with the rhinestones, something fun, and it's super cute. If you're into doing, bye Jesse, if you're into doing, if you have a type 1 person with the Omnipod. Hey, Anointed Song. Hey, Faker McFake. Hey, Nikki A. Listening while you work. Have a good day at work, Nikki A. I'm saying it right. Okay, cool. Canula. Okay. Thank y'all. Hey, Marilyn. How you doing, Marilyn? Welcome, my dear. Brandy, I'm forever coming up with crazy stuff, and then it's like, okay, now I'm over it. I don't even want to do it anymore. 7:55. Hey, honey. Hey, Rougie. Good job trying to pronounce. I be trying. I'll be getting stuff wrong. Thank you, Bobby. That red and yellow is pretty. You got some of that glue with some flat back. Yeah, yeah. So I'm ordering. I did order. Is B7000 better than E6000? E6000. Ain't that the stuff that we used to use? E6000, I think, is that glue that was super duper duper loud smelling. Like it was the struggle for me to use it. What I like about this particular um B7000 is that it's gummy while using it. Where if I'm remembering correctly, the E6000, ain't it E6000? That one that everybody was trying at first with the rhinestones. I got a tube of it up there somewhere. But anyway, this is gummy and it get tacky. That's the word I should say. It's tacky. And it's super tacky. So it's like I can put the stones on, like right now. I put this on before I came on live, but even though it's super tacky like that, it doesn't dry super quickly. So like I could still nudge a stone over right now if I wanted to do an adjustment, but it won't go flying off because I'm doing too much. So is that him coming back? Yeah, that's him coming back. So but once it sets, it's set. Like it's some good glue. I do like it. Don't tell no one, but you working. Oh, no worries. Bye. Have a good day at work. Anointed Song. Thank y'all. Hey, picture me crafting, honey bunny. Even your 3D printer, go to speed and change outer wall and top surface to 50 millimeters. It worked for me when I had a similar issue. Okay, now I don't know how to change that. I ain't gonna lie to you, because the way that thing came to this house is how it is, and that's how that's how I use it. I don't change nothing on that 3D printer. I don't, but I ain't tearing up nothing. Do you hear me? Because number one, he paid good money for that thing, and I'd be darned if I break it. And number two, it's been working for the most part. So, and even the guy who designed it, he was like, "Yeah, I know it has this issue." He was like, "But you can sand it down." Is he even said that? So he knew that was an issue with it. So I was like, okay, well, Rhinestones is going to cover it anyway. So, hey, Zelda. Anita Creations, there is no end to the buy-in now. The buy-in does not end anymore. It's constantly there. The way it works now is when you purchase from the buy-in, whatever day it is you make your purchase, your order usually ships out somewhere between 21 and 30 days after the date you place your order. So for the most part, I've been getting orders within the 21-day period where I can get them out because they've been coming in really good. I got a shipper that's been working with me, and I haven't had a whole bunch of customs issues and stuff like that. Then came the tariff situation. And a couple of changes had to be made here and there, and it was a cluster cuss. So I chose not to raise prices, even though a couple of my orders I did have to pay tariff on, extra tariff. But supposedly it's going back to normal or something, is what I'm hearing through the grapevine. The orders I usually get at least in time for me to ship them out in 21 days. But if for whatever reason a package gets misdirected and goes to that side of the coast before it comes here, or if I'm trying to make sure he didn't come into my door, or if it gets tied up in customs for whatever reason, then in that instance, it'll take longer than 21 days. And I usually let people know. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm waiting on like some SS6 right now. And I'm hoping it comes in on time because I got a couple of orders that need to like get out. I like for orders to be out within 21 days, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit longer than that, but not over 30 days is what I'm hoping I don't come to that. I usually call. If I see it's going to be over 30, I'll call you. But for the most part, I've been getting them pretty decent. So Faker Make Fake, I have the Bamboo X1 Carbon. X1 Carbon is what I have. Absolutely love that machine. I love my 3D printer. It's been a lot of fun. Hey Marliese, the crafty savvy crafter. There was the 3D machine after the one. Yes. Yep. The one I gave to my son was the Creality, I think. It was resin. I had to look it up. I'm pretty sure it was a Creality, but I can't remember. Hey Bling and Beezy. You're welcome. Let me see. Hopefully I'm making it to the bottom. You made all the no. B7000 is more precise. E6000 is smelly and erupts from the tube. And you can't make sure it doesn't clog, fam. Like, I love that little thing to go in to keep the thing. No, so some of these I got from the company Pair Eyewear, but some of them are from folks that make their own toppers. And so like now that I have the X tool, I probably could have made some of these, but why when folks is out here making them and I just get them from them. But the ones like this mirror one, somebody made this one. This one I bought from Etsy, not Etsy. Well, yeah, I think she did have an Etsy shop. But I'm in the group and some of the people make these and they sell them. This is one that was made. I don't particularly care for this one, but that's one. It's not 3D printed. It's UV printed. You can tell, or either she cut it out of something, but I'm pretty sure that's printed on clear acrylic. This one I made. So with this one, I found a person who sells. She 3D printed this because you can see and tell that it was made on the same type of 3D printer, not resin, but filament printer. And you can see it on the back. But I ordered these from her before I got mine, and I put that sticker on there. I don't know where I got this sticker from, but I put that on there. I cut it out. So I got that one. This one came from Pear. This one came from Pear. Oh, did you see it? No, it's navy. Just a navy blue. I usually get the plain ones from Pear unless it's just super cute and I want it. Like this lemon one I got from Pear. This is lemons. So I like the lemons. But like I got that from Pear. I got this white one from Pear. I think that one came from Pear. Purple. This one is from the lady that 3D printed, not 3D printed. I keep saying 3D, UV printed. The other one, this one. Pear. Because when you buy from Pear, when you buy your glasses, they give you credit, and you can use them points, the credit points, and you can use them points towards toppers. This one I got from Pear. That came from Pear. I'll be out there in about an hour. Yes. Finally. Ooh, this is my favorite one though. I made this one. This one I made on the resin printer that my son has. And then I just put that glitter on there. That's just glitter. So like I can feel the glitter flakes. And that turned out super cute. This is one of my favorites to wear. So I love the glitter on that one. But this one I 3D printed. I 3D printed that one and I put the bling on it. I don't particularly care for the shape, but I was like, it's different and it's fun. So my hat is in the way, my glamorous hat where I'm chosen. So yeah, that one's kind of cute. Let's see. I printed that one. And then I got more. So most of these, a lot of these I bought from Etsy. Like that one mirror one, she had all the colors in the set. So I got all the mirror colors. They're super pretty. See all the colors in the mirror. I 3D printed the purple. I got two of them because I was gonna bling one, never did. I made this one as well. And I made this one with the holographic Cricut vinyl. And that turned out super cute too. So yeah, no, I didn't make all of them. In the Facebook group, there's ladies that make some, and you find a good one, I usually try to get them from them because who don't have, oh, that's why I made two purple ones. Hold on. Because the first one is a full frame. The second one is a half frame, so I can do half purple and half. But yeah, 3D printing, that's the one thing about our industry that I absolutely love. And I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it for as long as I'm breathing. Our community and what we do, we are so creative and that's why I like being with like-minded, because when you create, you come up with an idea that's awesome sauce. Like, I love that idea. That idea is amazing. Like being chosen. You know what I'm saying? This is a really cute design, and the way she did, that was an excellent idea. Someone coming up with 3D printed and doing half frames. The company that makes these that don't have half frames, they don't even offer that. But somebody came up with this and was like, you know what, that would be cute. And they was right. I love it. I love it. So it's like, I love how as a community we'll come together and we'll create some stuff. And then when you share the idea out and it's like, bruh, that's a good idea. And then we take it and we run with it. And some folks make it their own. Like I said, with this one, the person made a half frame when before nobody was doing that. Or this person who made little wings to go on glasses that don't normally have wings, stuff like that. That's my jam. I love to see the creativity and how the community comes together in creating creative stuff. And so, like, even though my jam is hot fix rhinestones is what I primarily jam with, but It's versatile. Like I can glue it on if I want to. It's my preference to use flat back to glue on with. But for the time being, I am able to use the hot fix to at least see my idea come to life and then later use the flat back and go from there. But like I said, when I was looking out there, I didn't see the colors. So I was like, well, I want colors, and we have mixes. So at some point, I intend to make some with our mixes and see how that looks, because I know that'll be cute too. So can you imagine a cover with Murica mix on it and you wearing it with your little Murica bikini out there? And not me, but somebody. Yes, Tracy Murray, Fresh E6000 is running. Hey, Up Designs. I'm behind again. I'm cracking me up. You holding all those glasses and I'm patiently waiting. Sorry, Brandon. Bobby said you get a package from it to a suite. Let me know when you get it and make sure everything's there and it gets there safely. Let me scroll. Have you done any videos with 3D printer where you get patterns for the 3D printer, or do you make the pattern yourself? Fake or make fake? I don't do videos with the 3D printer because he bought the printer for me to have fun and just do what the heck I want to do with it. I don't know how to create. Now I did create. I'm saying I don't know how to create. Let me stop saying that. I'm not good at it at all, actually. I created, oh my God, is he at my door? No, he's not. I created, what did I create? I can't remember what it was, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, so I was disappointed. And whenever I do try to create, usually my measurements are off because math, I'm not good at it. And so I just kind of leave the creativity to the folks who are good at it. I just don't. I can't. Or if it's something I really, really, really would like to see created, I'll reach out like on Fiverr or something like that and find somebody. I have yet to do that, but I'll find somebody on Fiverr. But so far, I've been so enamored with because the Bamboo has a website, the maker section, and on the maker section people come up with stuff they're good at creating and they post it and you just go get it and you make it. Like there's no charge, they don't charge you, it's free, you just go get it and you make it. And it's like I've been so overwhelmed and enamored with some of the stuff these people are making that I'm having fun printing their stuff. I really don't have time to go and make. I don't have time to make nothing anyway, so there's that. But it is cool to see what other people come up with, and then a lot of times I'm browsing through the new stuff that people have come up with and made, and I'm like, bruh, I didn't think of that, and I go to make it. Like for instance, I'm gonna show you one thing. Oh, it's not in here. Dang it. Somebody came up with it holds we do masking that painter's tape. We do painter's tape on our rhinestone templates to block off certain parts of the template sometimes. Well, the painter's tape is a 3-inch roll, 4-inch core, something like that. They created a little handheld thing that goes into the roll and it holds onto the roll by itself, and it slides along the roll as you pull the tape off, and then you tear the tape, and it's like you ain't got I love stuff like that. And then there's a little adapter somebody made to go on my Cameo, and it sits in that way. I don't have to worry about if the mat is being lined up properly to put my mat in, because it has that. Somebody made one for the Graph Tech. I bought that, and well, that one I had to buy. Brackets to go on the Graph Tech to hold the stuff. So yeah, that's the type of stuff I like. I don't design, but sometimes I do want to show the 3D printing stuff, but the other problem as far as I'm concerned with the 3D printing is it takes time. Like this takes a little less than an hour to print. This takes like 40 minutes to print. Who wants to sit and watch this print for 40 minutes? I don't know that people do want to sit and watch that print for 40 minutes. So that's why I don't really do the 3D print. I thought you had a great idea, 3D making your own. No, I'm not that good. I wish. Thank you, T. Johnson. You have a good day too. And you too, Faker McFake. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. Do you know I was thinking about 3D in my own hair clips? Yes, they got hair clips, fam. I wear a lot of hair clips, but you gave me an idea of the 3D mount. Yes, there are hair. And that's the other thing too. There's some situations where, in a lot of instances, like with this one, was it this one? Something I printed recently, and I think it was this. No, it wasn't this. He edited his own thing. But there was something I printed recently where the person edited a design that somebody else made, and they'll say, you know, this came from that person's design, but I just tweaked it a little bit to make it look like this, and the third. And they have it, and it's available on the maker thing, and you just go get it because that person might have tweaked it to what you need, whereas the original person's may not have fit exactly what you wanted. And there's a lot of that on there, but they do take the time to say, this is an adaptation of this person's 3D thing. I just took it and made it into this, and this is what I changed on it. And to me, that's super cool, really, because at least they're acknowledging, you know, who did what or whatever. But the community is so wide open, they don't care. They're like, okay, they tweaked it, and so what? You know, because that person is using that file for what they need it for, and then this person is using it for, and it's there. You can go, I don't know if you can go on them, but if you can go to Bamboo, and it's called the Maker something. I'm pretty sure it's a website that's open, and you can see there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. They share files and they change up files. So saying all that to say, Brandy, you might find a hair clip file that you like, but you can change it up or something, you know, make like the actual mechanics of it. Like that's what I would probably do, because I'm not good at doing the mechanics of nothing. So if I saw something I really, really liked, I would take it and try and tweak it to what I need it to be. And they don't care. But I wouldn't list anything that I've made because it would be pretty much for me, I think. What are you doing with all the glasses frames? Faker McFake. So y'all know I come on here and cut up. So a lot of times I'll wear something different to go with an outfit. Like today, this is blue. I'll probably rock, you know, like if this was an official show, I might would come on and wear this one maybe to go with my outfit. It's got some blues in it, even though you probably can't see it from the camera. I like bold stuff that, you know, because I am in front of the camera. And I like to have fun and be different and be silly because I ain't rap type. So that's why I have all the different frames. Because I don't usually wear these regularly. I only usually wear them in front of the camera when I remember to do so. I don't change up my frames when I'm out and about normally. Because I ain't rap tight. Let's see. Hey, Keisha Elliott. Hey, honey. Hey, Marlene. Oh, Retired Crampton is a new member. I might as well ring the bell. Thank you, honey. Holler. Even though that one back there going to be like, why is she ringing the bell? Why is she live? Hey, Carol Coleman. Welcome. I have to go. You do have a good day, Kai Smith. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Holler. So, yeah, that's what I was doing. I just wanted to show y'all the covers that I've been working on, which I'm probably going to have to go anyway because I got somebody coming to take care of something for the Mr. But these are covers that go on my insulin pump. And I thought they were super cute. And so I'm working on purple right now. I started it and I'm doing violet ice. And then, a member for 23 months. Thank you, Gail. Holler. Hey, Leslie Casfield. Holler. Thank you very much, Miss Gail. We appreciate you being here for 23 months. So yeah, this is what I'm working on. So I'm hoping that show folks how to do them, and folks be able to do them and put them on their iPods, Omnipods. And I got to send Laura the link to where I got this one from. I got to remember to do that. Yeah, Brandy, because diabetes is boring, even though it's exciting. For instance, I'm gonna give y'all a little personal insight. Hey, Diane, I'm gonna give y'all a little personal insight into some crap I've been dealing with lately. Diabetes with the type 1, everything I eat is, I have to compensate for everything that I eat. Whereas a person who is type 2, their pancreas compensates for them, but they usually put those people on, which I was at one point, on long acting insulin. And the long acting insulin, what it does is, where a person's pancreas doesn't compensate enough, the long acting insulin kind of goes in and say, hey, let me help you out a little bit. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me help you out a little bit. So that's type 2. But with the type 1, my pancreas is like, screw everybody. I don't care. Do what you want to do. We don't care. We're not doing anything. We've checked out. We've tapped out. And so if I do chips, I have to look at the bag. I have to say, okay, which most of y'all know this anyway, because some people do serving sizes and stuff too. But like, this is 8 serving sizes, this whole bag. But one serving size is 18 potato chips, right? And with 18 potato chips, that's 16 grams of carbs. So what I have to do is, if I know I'm going to sit there and eat 18 chips, and I can't eat 18 chips, I usually wind up eating like 25, 30. But I can go into my app, and right now that's what my sugar is. Go me. Right. And so I tell it, okay, well, I'm about to eat some chips. So right here, I tell it to put in my number, and then up here, I'll put in, what did that say, 16 grams, but I know I'm going to eat a little bit more than that. So instead of 16, I'll put something like 25, because I know me. So I'll put 25. And if I put 25, look, it tells me that it's going to give me that much insulin, because I don't know if you can see that. You probably can barely see that, but it says adjusted for the fact that I have 0.8 units already in my system, because it's been giving me insulin this whole time to make sure that it keeps my sugar low, right? So it's going to give me 1.7 instead of add 0.8 to that, is what it normally would give me if I didn't have any insulin in my system. So then I say confirm, it'll give me the insulin while I'm sitting here. It takes it about 30 seconds to give me the insulin. And then I don't feel anything. I just hear it clicking, as it's pumping. It's not super loud, very discreet. And then after that, I can eat my chips and have a good time, right? Potato chips, all I got to do is look at a French fry, and my sugar goes through the roof. Look at a French fry. God forbid I smell a French fry. I might as well fall out on the floor. But ironically, donuts barely affect me. So I can eat a Krispy Kreme donut, not them other ones. A Krispy Kreme donut, which is a yeast donut, if I'm remembering correctly, yeasty. I can eat one of those, and I could probably do, I don't even know how many carbs a Krispy Kreme donut is, but I don't even bolus super high for it. And my sugar doesn't go up. But I bolused anyway last night, because it's still sugar. It still has a chocolate layer on it, because I love the chocolate glaze where they like dip the top in chocolate, because I'm a fatty. And I ate a whole donut. I was going to do half, but I ate the whole cussing thing, just one. And I bolused a little bit. I didn't even bolus a whole lot. And I go to sleep, because he's tied into me too. His phone will alert him. And I kid you not, 5 o'clock in the morning, that thing started hollering. And I was like, oh my God. I looked, my sugar was down to 45. No, 54, 54, 54. It wasn't 45, it was 54. I got the numbers inverted. And it was like it had a down arrow. It had because I have a thing in it's called a pixel. I have a pixel so that while I'm in here working or if I'm away from home or whatever, even if he can't see his phone while he's on his computer playing his game or whatever it is that he's doing, he can look up and it looks like a little alarm clock, but it all it is just shows my sugar and my sugar level. So he can tell what my like sitting right here right now, he can tell that my sugar is at 114 just by looking up and looking at the little clock thing. But the little clock thing also has a alarm built into it where if my sugar goes low past I want to say past 50, I forget what the alarm is set for. I have to look in here and see what it is, but it'll scream and it is super loud and it will wake you from the dead. So fortunately, I have my phone set a little bit higher than that. So whenever my phone is telling me, dude, you're low, I try to hurry up and beat it so that it don't scream and wake him up. But I didn't get to it this morning because my sugar dropped so low. And it's crazy. I hate when my sugar drops like that because I gotta scramble and find something sweet. And usually I'll just do like a little piece of candy about yay big, maybe, and I'll cut it in thirds. So I'll bite like a third of it and chew that and drink some water and wait on my sugar to come up. If within 5-10 minutes it doesn't come up, then I'll go get juice. And I don't do a whole lot. I just do a few sips because the thing is, I don't want my sugar to just shoot straight up by drinking a whole gallon of juice. That's the wrong solution. So I just, do a little bit at a time until my sugar gets to about 90 or 100. And then usually by that time, he's like, you want to go to Waffle House? You need to go to Waffle House? We need to go to Waffle House. And then sometimes we'll go get something to eat. But anyways, it is very scary. Your back stays big smelling food, right? So yes, I do have to decide if it's worth eating, but the the unfortunate thing that a lot of people take advantage of, I try not to do this unless I'm just like super craving something, but a lot of people will eat whatever it is that they want and just give the corresponding insulin to counteract it because I can do that and it will stop my sugar. So like for instance, if I want a slice of red velvet cake, which used to be my favorite cake, if I wanted a slice of red velvet, a big slice, I could do it and it wouldn't I just know, okay, well, instead of putting in 16 grams for them few chips, I would probably need to put in maybe 85, 90 grams of carbs for that slice of cake. And depending upon what dessert it is, sometimes that ain't even enough. And what the pump will do is calculate that and it will give me that amount of insulin ahead of time before I eat that cake. And then that way, when I eat that cake, the insulin is already in me, like it would for anybody without diabetes. They eat the cake, their insulin is automatically going to cover what it is that they're eating because they have a pancreas that works. So that's why those people who are not diabetic can eat whatever it is that they want because their insulin works their pancreas works perfectly fine and it compensates for what they eat. Mine doesn't. So and a type 2 doesn't. So whenever I eat something like that, if I wanted to, I can. I just have to bolus for it or give myself that much insulin to cover what it is that I'm trying to eat. But I don't do that. I try really hard not to cheat, so to speak. I try not to do that. Like my weakness would be popcorn. Oh God, French fries. French fries is my Achilles heel. Like, I don't care. Like I said, I can smell a French fry and my sugar goes up. But some crinkle fries, oh my God, y'all. Oh, I'll take that over cake. The other night I was craving ice cream. The local ice cream place by us, it doesn't raise my sugar that bad. So I can have that ice cream in moderation, even though I wasn't being moderate. But I bolused for it and it didn't bother me too bad. But yeah, so that's my sugar's been lately, my sugar's been too low. So I've been trying to do better and stuff with that. But anyways, Christmas should be anything. But yeah, I don't know what it is on my phone. I don't know what is my alarm set for, and I don't even have it to beat me for when it's high because I don't go high like that anymore. Because at one point I was staying high. Oof, it was crazy. Let's see, profile. And I don't know how to use this target range. Let's see. Nope, that ain't telling me. Look at y'all. Look, I'm 92% in range. I stay 90. There it is. 92% of the time I'm in range. That's over the last 14 days. And if I do 90 days, I'm still, no, it drops to 86% in range, but that's still very good. Very good. And the other 13% is just high. It's not very high. So I've been doing pretty dang good. So when I go to my appointment the first of next month, I should have good information, good feedback from my doctor. Oh, here it is, alerts. My urgent low on my phone is 55. Let me see what it is on the Pixel. On my Pixel. And the Pixel is actually super cute. It ain't showing up, but the Pixel is super cute because I have emojis on there. So whenever my sugar is high, it gets a really mad, angry face. It's hilarious. And when it's low, like it was this morning, it's a zombie looking face. And I'm like, bro, you could have found something a little bit better than that. Like, really? Dude. But anyway, it ain't picking up. So my Pixel must be at like 50 is when it'll holler because I can't. Yeah, I've been doing good. I love the Omnipod. It has changed my life for the better. Like, if I had known all this time that I was type 1, it would have made a big difference in my life, but I didn't know. And they didn't know. Donzel, I love popcorn and fries, especially ice cream and cake. I mean, I like all of that, but my French fries, I saw you say Miss Ruji said rice is mine, and I like rice, but I've learned to back away from it because rice will spike me too, really bad. Kristen said my mom has honey packets. I have normally I'm wearing my emergency bag. My emergency bag has candy and those packets for diabetics to squeeze the stuff. I have that. And I have the shot. I have the glucagon shot. So if it drops so low that I can't squeeze the stuff, then someone can inject me with the glucagon to get my sugar back up. So my husband's monitor is so loud it scares me sometimes. So are you talking about Faith? Are you talking about the Dexcom or the Freestyle Libre? Some of them you can turn down. Some of them. Good day, Fern. Thank you for coming to hang out. Have you tried cinnamon and peanut butter? Cinnamon doesn't do anything. What I have can't be cured. It can't. Cinnamon won't do anything at all for what I have. So maybe a person who is type 2, it probably could do something for them. But when your pancreas just doesn't work at all, period, there's no such thing as a pancreas transplant. And the pancreas is the only organ that supplies the insulin that the body needs. So I guess cinnamon, people have been saying that cinnamon would jumpstart your pancreas and get folks to, it won't work for mine. It's done for. Like, they might as well take it out at this point. to deal with my pancreas, but it is what it is. Hey, Evelyn. I do weight loss shots for my fat bad. I was on the weight loss shots at one point, but it was for the sugar. Man, that Ozempic was it had my sugar. I don't know how or why. Oh, because I wasn't eating. It's because I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating. Yeah, the Dexcom can be loud, but I don't think you can turn that Dexcom down. It just beeps. But the Libre didn't beep. It had a different sound, more like a chirp, and it was loud. I think it has Dexcom. Yeah, Dexcom can be loud. Dexcom can be loud, but y'all, that's the life of us diabetic folks. It's just like, bruh, I can't. I need to call my doctor's office back. Look, I'm down to 106 now. So been doing good. I carry small icing tubes. Somebody told me icing. We read that just the other day, and I was like, oof. Recommended by the hospital if he went unconscious due to low, the icing squeezed in mouth would be absorbed without the risk of choking. I didn't know that. Yeah, so I guess that's how they my endocrinologist did the glucagon injection. The only thing I don't like about I'm looking for my bag. Normally I have it on me. The thing I don't like about the glucagon injection is not everybody knows that it's there. They don't know to use it. They don't know. So my family does. My kids all know that if I start acting crazy or because it's all kinds of ways that a low blood sugar can present. But usually I'm shaky and passing outy type stuff. So if that happens, my family knows to inject me, but other people wouldn't know. But I have things. So, you know what? Let me show y'all this. What time is it? 2:53. Ooh, I gotta get these orders done. Hold on. I think it was only 2. I need to see. Hold on. Let me go get my bag. Hold on, y'all. To fix the thing. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna have to go anyways because the guy should be here shortly. But this is my medical bag. And see, I showed these on the show one time. I made these. These are just pins, and I put on there type 1, and that I wear an insulin pump, and that this is my medical kit, and I also have this hanging off. But this I wish there was I don't like how these are sticking up and they get caught. I definitely didn't like the original ones. They was getting caught on everything. So I found these, and I got another thing. Hold on, where is it? It fell on the floor and I left it. Hey, I'm so messy, y'all. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, is this it? Yeah, here it is. Okay. So these are, and I really need to do a video on them, but these are golf ball marker holders. Okay, so I've been looking for solutions of stuff that I can put on the straps of my bag so that hopefully, number one, if somebody try to rob me, I'll be like, bruh, this is no money is in here. This is all medical stuff. But also number two, in a emergency, hopefully somebody will notice what the bag says and treat me accordingly. Because usually it's a low blood sugar incident. It's usually never a high blood sugar situation. Usually it's a low when someone has an episode. But anyway, but the golf club marker, is just a disc, and I just bought some, but I don't have that in here. That's in yonder. It's a circle that fits right here. And I didn't even know what a golf ball marker was. So apparently when you play golf and you hit the ball, wherever the ball lands is where you're supposed to hit the ball next after the next people. So you put a little marker down on the ground to show where your ball was, where it fell, so that you know where to put your ball back so that you can play the next round, right? Well, I didn't know that. Okay. So the little circle that goes right here, I have some that can be sublimated, right? So these are blanks that you can take that metal disc, and they got all kinds of stuff printed on the metal disc. It's crazy. But I was gonna sublimate similar stuff on these discs, and just it's a magnet. So I was gonna stick it to here, and these are magnets. The other thing I've been looking into, and so they make these, I'm gonna show you what they make these for. For the people that play golf, they make it for it to do like this and stick to the golf hat. So while they're golfing, they're playing golf or whatever, and they just reach up, get their marker off, pop it off of here, put it on the ground where the ball is. And then when they put their ball down to play, they reach down, grab that disc, put it back up here. And so they keep their personal marker. And usually the markers are decorated however they like, so that that person knows that's their ball and not their friend's ball, because their friend probably has Harley Davidson on his, whereas he has a marijuana leaf or something. You know what I'm saying? It's customized. So because they have them already designed, but you can get blank ones and sublimate on them. So that's what this is. But I wanted something easy that would clip on to the purse strap. So I was like, okay, the hat marker, this one especially, is super tight fitting, and I don't expect this to come off. These definitely won't come off because they're pins and they're pinned on. But the circle on these is a little smaller than the circle for these. So that's why I was kind of like, ugh. And then the other option I was looking at is this, and I have yet to do one because I was looking for a jig for it first. But this is the other option, and it's the same principle, but it's not a golf ball marker, but it's a hat clip. So it clips onto the brim of a hat, and you inscribe with a laser whatever you want on here to say whatever you want. And I was going to put, same inference about being diabetic, whatever, type 1, pump dependent type verbiage on this. But I want a jig because it doesn't lay flat. It kind of lays at an angle. So I was looking for a jig, and so far I hadn't found one, but that was a couple of months ago that I looked for a jig, and I need to find one. So I want to try this as well. So this little stuff, that personal goals, personal things that I've been trying to work on and work with to help my situation. And these are all personal things. So anyway, into an important Benjamin, I like to find a way. I'm trying, because Vanessa, the thing that I did not realize, y'all, till I joined the Facebook group. And I read some of the things that happen to people who are diabetic and when their sugar goes low. It's scary. It's scary. It is very scary. I have to pay attention before I drive. Y'all, he barely lets me drive now, and it breaks my heart because I love getting in the car and just like going wherever the heck I want to go. He barely lets me drive because if I drop while I'm driving, I could hurt me, I could hurt somebody else. Worst case scenario, hurt the car. But it's a scary thing, and I didn't know how scary it was, because a lot of times people take diabetes for granted, and I'm talking about both type 1 and type 2. It doesn't matter. Diabetes is scary. It is a very scary and very unfair and very serious medical condition that folks don't take seriously. They just don't. Um, and the worst thing, I think, out of everything that I'm afraid of, honestly, my biggest fear, being very vulnerable right now and transparent, my biggest fear with my diabetes is that I'm on my way to like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or something like that, chilling, driving, having a good day, nice and sunny, and my sugar drops. And either, not that I wreck, but if I get pulled over for drunk driving, if I don't have anything to identify that I have a medical condition that could mimic being intoxicated, because when a person's sugar drops, a lot of times it looks like they're drunk. He could try and take me to jail instead of doing what I need, which is giving me sugar. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm live. So that's my biggest fear. So that's why I'm transparent with all of the stuff that goes on the strap, and so that people can see. I have seatbelt covers that I have yet to sublimate because I've been doing everything else, but to sublimate the seatbelt cover, letting them know, bruh, is 9 times, because I don't drink anymore. Ever since the type 1 diagnosis, I don't drink. I just don't. It's number one, it'll spike my sugar, and then I'll probably crash. Number two, for what? For what? I don't need alcohol to have a good time. It tastes great, but I don't need it. So I don't even drink. So if you're pulling me over for drunk driving, I am not drunk, fam. My sugar is probably low. That's my biggest fear. So that's why this is, for me, most important. You know, that's my biggest fear. Losing appendages and stuff like that, yes, that's scary. It's a possibility, especially if you're not caring for your sugar like you're supposed to. Or like I go get every blue moon, go get pedicures. That's dangerous for me as a diabetic, but I take that risk, which I really shouldn't, because it can bite me. So yeah, it's crazy. But let me get out of here, you guys, because I think that other guy is here to do some stuff, and I'm supposed to be doing these orders and get these orders out. Because I get orders out same day for the most part. Both of my sons are insulin dependent. Yeah, and I can go into a coma. That is correct. Yep. Yeah, Brandy. That's the thing. I can't. There's so many. I didn't realize how many folks was type 1. I didn't know, because used to be type 1 was considered juvenile diabetes and only kids had it. So no, there's a lot of folks getting switched over and finding out that it's not type 2, it's actually type 1. Your pancreas just sucks. Didn't know it. So yeah, I've been doing really good. I've been doing really, really, really good with my sugar. Every blue moon I'm not gonna say I act up. Every blue moon I don't bolus enough. Especially with the French fries. Jesus. Especially with that. But I try not to even eat the French fries. I try to avoid even getting them, because I know my temptation for that is weak. So, but anyways, you also in the lot of because you use. Yeah, no, I don't stress about it. Actually, Patricia, not as much as I could. But I do stay aware. I stay informed, and I try to do the right thing, because I don't want to cause problems for myself, and I definitely don't want to cause problems for him, because to see him react the way he did when I had to take the ambulance to the hospital back in August, especially when the lady was a butthole to me in the ambulance, and when we pulled out, she was mad at me, so she cut the light off, and she was like, "This is not an emergency." And so she cut the light off. He thought I died. He thought I died. That was his first thought, was they cut the light off because she died. So it's like, I don't ever want him to have to go through that ever again. Period. So, you know. Thank you, Evelyn. I've been trying to do good. I have been drinking more water, except for today. I haven't had one of these in a minute. So I had a little bit of soda. But for the most part, I try to do water and stuff. To see my husband, know that you're looking at. I will, Miss Evelyn. I'm excited to see him again. He was nice. But yeah, I definitely don't need to be stressed out. I try not to stress. Patricia, I don't even know, she should have been fired, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Because it was truly an emergency. My body was going into shock. My body was literally going into, I was in shock. It wasn't going into shock. I was in shock. And she was upset because my whole body was trembling. I was shaking and my teeth were chattering. And I was having, I don't want to say convulsions, but it was my entire body as if I was cold, shivering, but I wasn't cold. I remember specifically not being cold. And she was telling me to open my mouth so she could get the thermometer in my mouth. And I could not open my mouth because I couldn't stop shivering so hard. That was crazy to think back to it, but I couldn't stop shivering. And she was upset because I would not follow her directions to open my mouth, to put the thermometer in my mouth so she could get my temperature. But when I got to the emergency room, my temperature was 94 or something stupid. It was like 90 something. It was really low. So low that they rushed me in. Like when they got me from her and saw the condition I was in, they rushed me in the room. Nurses and doctors were all over the place. The little bit that I remember, and I remember them putting me in what's called a bear hug. It's a heated surround thing, and it blows hot air on your body to bring your body temperature up. I was on that thing. I don't know how long I was on it, but I was in the bear hug to get my body temperature to come back up. And then they gave me a shot of Dilaudid. Between those two things, brought me back. Brought me back. I just heard that guy pull up. Yeah. So, yeah, I was in the bear hug. Yeah. That was back in August 8th, I think it was. So, and I was in the ICU for 2 days, 3 days, something like that. But anyway, let me get out of here, y'all, so I can go talk to this guy. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm looking forward to the Patch Hat crew here shortly. And then Maryland tonight. So I think that's today. What's today? Is today Wednesday? Whatever the day is. Thursday. Yeah. So talk to you guys later. Bye. Let me get out of here because he's about to come to the door. I'm clicking the wrong thing. Good night. See y'all later. Good night. Good afternoon.